Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. He gets this out to Spiller. Finding space at the 40. There he goes, right side. The 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lines.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbird. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like he goes right out the window.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go now. Hey, Cat.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Herbert off of play action. They'll roll him out right to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Herbert now. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Chargers at 9-6 now. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Throwing is Perkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with the pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
8 yards on the pick.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try to get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, check out, street.
Off the option, here's Akers. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw is Perkins. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws in a double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Herbert. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! De'Ami Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now Perkins. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On first down, it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And now that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball. And unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to... An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the 50, it's Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers! Austin Eckler from 13 yards out. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Perkins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Asante Samuel Jr. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Touchdown! Keenan Allen. A 22-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have got it on cruise control. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
On the move past the 40, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on second and long. Herbert. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Second down and goal. Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing on first down. Perkins. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, They need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On 1st and 10, Perkins under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The final shot before break. Perkins. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now a give. Akers running left. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Looking to throw on second down. Perkins. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Tutu Atwell, 69 yards. And the Rams are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by Gay is up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
99 Broncos.
To throw on second down, Perkins. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught by Allen.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Chargers still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this.
Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
3rd and 2, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Herbert throwing again. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams,
his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. After, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check pass, check pass. Trap 50, trap 50.
Throwing is Perkins. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, middle. Hey. What do you got? Hey, easy. Zebra. Okay. 21.
Stafford. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And now the rookie's free. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing after the interception, Perkins. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw is Perkins.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50. On first down, it's Herbert. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. They'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the
comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about it. And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Rams are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
Now Perkins. And incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Throwing again, Perkins. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. The offense on third down tonight, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
18 Rattler.
Operating from the gun, Perkins. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Perkins. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
19.
On first down, Perkins. And that's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Hurt. Right there, hurt.
Back to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
on first down now. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display. And now they look to and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go again here with Akers. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To throw on 3rd down, Perkins.
Now this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins.
Pushes by another.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Perkins. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back to throw. Perkins. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Gay is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And again, Herbert toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Go, Reed, go! 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats!
Throwing to start the drive. Perkins. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Gay is on for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Throwing now, Daniel. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably